we're gonna go find a bear skeleton in the woods. We're here with Adam, the groundskeeper who brought in the bear skull one of the first weeks we had the show, and it's finally nice enough today to go into the woods and find the rest of it. So we're taking a hike. I don't know where we're going.
I just have the GPS.
He's got the GPS.
Basically, we're 1.55 miles from where the bear's at.
Adam came up here a couple of months ago on a hike and found a black bear skeleton on the side of the road. So he collected this skull, brought it into me, and it was the oldest black bear skull I'd ever seen. So he had recorded the GPS coordinates, and now we are going to follow them and go geocaching for a bear.
Bald eagle.
Oh, there we go.
It's really big. Riding the thermals.
Yeah, there he goes. We had to ford the river.
I was gonna say it's like Oregon Trail, but I'm not sure if you guys remember Oregon Trail.
Oh, hell yeah.
How old are you, Emily? You're young.
I'm 23.
23?
I'm 23.
You don't know about Oregon Trail.
Yeah, I do. I played that on my Windows 95. I remember my favorite part of the Oregon Trail was leaving. My profession was always a doctor because they made the most. Stocking up on bullets, leaving with no other provisions.
Just shooting everything.
Shooting everything, and then naming my characters things like politically incorrect, like God and Satan, and it'd be like, Satan has died of dysentery.
See, people don't think trees are as cool as animals.
No, not really.
Trees are they're way more fascinating. Animals are all lame and...
Oh, don't even!
Well, they can move around for their environment. Trees stuck.
I know.
Look at the adaptations of plants compared to animals. Animals are lame.
Animal behavior. That's what
Look at this right here.
me.
Hound's tongue. One of the most
It just looks
amazing...
like animal food.
But it's an invasive species. But think about how did it cross all the way from Eurasia, I believe is where it's native to this country.
Through the poop
on somebody's
of other
wool
animals.
pants. What's that?
Through the poop of other animals.
No, it just grabs on. It developed the little hooks, the Velcro.
Pooping.
No.
Pooping is the answer to all of this. Bird nest identification is really difficult unless it's a specialized bird, like, you know, a bowerbird who hoard fancy things, or weavers, or woodpeckers.
What about ravens, though? You could probably identify them by the shiny.
By size, and like, you know, eagle nests and hawks, they'll like, you know, make poop walls and stuff. It smells like
air.
Like angels singing. It smells like
Take a few steps
quiet.
As the crow flies, it's now a third of a mile.
I saw a fox earlier down there.
What's the genus and species of fox?
Vulpes.
What's with the double names?
Emphasis.
That it's extra Vulpe? Should be right up here. So look around here.
It's around here?
I thought it was right. Should be right here. That was this draw.
In the middle of the road?
It's right here.
Could it be
there it is.
Right here?
Yep, that's it.
Found it! Found it! It's like Easter Sunday!
There should be more than somewhere right around here.
There's a bit of bone right here.
Right,
That's awesome.
Oh, here's more.
I feel pretty awesome that we found it so quickly. It's just literally in the middle of the road.
Well, I said, imagine, I was standing right there and I was like taking a layer off and I was like, oh, that's a bear skull.
We might need that shovel.
Yep.
Because it's still kind of frozen on top.
Yeah.
This looks like you have your scapula right here, and it's been broken. This is going to be the humerus. And then this looks like the cervical vertebrae, but it might also be the os coccyx. It's hard to tell at this point. Finding all the ribs over here.
Is this all you expected, Emily?
Yeah, this is great. I mean, I thought
it was almost, when I came out here, it was like the rib cage was all one piece.
Yeah.
The skull was right by the rib cage on top. And then there was like an arm, and then there was the legs that were sort of attached. All right, Emily, what is that?
This bone?
Yeah. Look at the hyoid bone.
Yeah, it kind of does. The hyoid, yeah. It might also be part of the sternum, but some of those bones tend to be a little fatter. It's got a ton of scarring on it from muscle attachments. It's another kind of aging indicator. And it's all this additional growth around the edges, around the tubercles and that kind of thing. This is an ulna right here, which is part of one of the arm bones. So the claw fits right over there. It attaches in there. Pretty neat. We came to find some bones. We found some bones. And now I feel like Santa Claus going down the mountain with a bag full of goodies. Except instead of sliding down a chimney with them, I'm gonna take them to my lab and dunk them in some hydrogen peroxide. Ho, ho, ho. Good evening. Welcome to my lab, where I clean the bones of unsuspecting tourists. I mean bears. Got a trash bag full of dirty bones. And you might be wondering if we're gonna put them in the dermestid colony, and we're not gonna do that because, as you can tell, there's really not a lot of flesh left on these. So I'll be scrubbing them clean, and then we'll be putting them in a bath of hydrogen peroxide where they will sit for the next 24 hours or so, which is going to help get rid of some of the smell, and it's going to whiten the bones. It'll make them look nice and pretty for the collection. I'm not like trying to scrub each one of these bones spotlessly. I'm just trying to remove the majority of like dirt chunks. I mean, you can see there's like dirt and mud on it and grass. So I'm just like doing a really quick scrub. Sign of the arthritis right here. These are the thoracic vertebrae, and you can see the bottom right here that there's additional bone growth that curves upward that you don't see on the other side, and that overgrowth of bone is a sign of arthritis. Here's another really good one. This one is super obvious. You can see where the bone just started growing all the way around. It looks like an epiphysis, which is an epiphysis is the end of a bone that fuses to the rest of the bone when an animal is growing. And you can see on the side here, it's pitted, and you can see where it kind of looks like cheese a little bit, and it was growing around and attempting to fuse with the other vertebrae. Bath time for the bear. Scrub-a-dub-dub. See if we can fit an entire bear in here. Making sure everything is under the level of where the water and peroxide is going to be. And we try to cram as many bones as possible into a container, mostly to save on peroxide because it's kind of expensive. It comes in these big containers. This is 30%, so we need to use extra caution because this is 10 times as potent as the stuff you can get in the drugstore. If you spill this 30% on your hand, you'll probably burn your hand off. So we're gonna try to not burn our hand off today. 3, 4, 5, and this is the fun part. Oh, this is reactive. You can see all the gas coming off of it. That's kind of fun. Now we play the waiting game. And we're back, ready to dump some stink water. The smell, it's like when you have to clean the drain in your bathroom. I had a roommate, I love her to death, but she had really long red hair. About once every other month, I'd get the joy of taking a coat hanger and fishing out this could only be described as a new species of mammal from the drain itself. It smells like that. It smells like a wad of rotten soap scum hair. One time when I was doing this, I wasn't wearing a face guard, and I had 2 bighorn sheep skulls that were soaking overnight, and they were in a big tub, and one was wet. I grabbed it by the horn and was letting the peroxide water drain off of it, and it slipped out of my hand, and I was leaning right over the sink. And so I got this huge splash of nasty peroxide water in my face. And that was the day that I figured out how to use the eye wash station. We're looking at these little pits. We call it pitting on a bone. It's more evidence of arthritis. This little one especially has little holes in it. Look, it looks like Swiss cheese. You don't want your bones to look like this. It's like an indication of loss of density. And it's painful. This was an old bear. Look at this. That's really bad. This is calcified cartilage. So there's cartilage that connects the ends of the ribs to the sternal bones. So you have these sternal bones, and this is all supposed to be cartilage, but it's hardened over time and kind of turned into bone. It looks like little cheese sticks that you get at a fancy Italian restaurant. Okay, we have one hyoid, one axis, one atlas, 25 other assorted vertebrae, 13 right ribs, 14 left ribs, 2 scapula, 2 humeri, 2 ulna, 2 radii, 1 left femur, 1 left tibia, 1 left fibula, 1 calcaneus, and a bunch of other paw bones and assorted random things. But we have most of a bear. Most of a bear. It still has brains on it.